All right. Hi, this is Stephen Galindo with Sacred Wisdom, and hope you guys are doing okay. I know a lot of people are sheltering in because of the coronavirus. I haven't been. I've been working the whole time, and so is my daughter. The only one in my family sheltering in is my wife, who's the school teacher. She went on spring break and never went back, and we found out last week she ain't gonna go back till next September or late August. Anyway, for those of you who've been sheltering in, I hope you're healthy and you found creative ways to spend your time. For those of you who have been working day in and day out like me, I hope you're healthy and well. I wear gloves at work, and that's it so far. Thank God. No virus or anything like that. What I wanted to talk to you about today is the difference between joy and happiness. There's a difference. A lot of times we use them to mean the same thing, but there is a difference between having joy in your life and being happy. I describe it like this: joy is on the inside, happiness on the outside. In order for me to get happy about something, something has to happen out there that makes me happy. Good news, on behalf of somebody else or myself. My favorite team wins, or I get a promotion or a raise, or a successful conversation ends up being resolving a problem. Whatever the situation may be, something happens, and then I get happy about it, right? So that's happiness. The downside of happiness, though, is that I can get bad news and lose my happiness. So happiness comes and happiness goes. Happiness happens when things happen in our lives that are we see as good, and then we lose our happiness when bad things happen. Joy, on the other hand, is something that's on the inside of you. Joy is something that life cannot take away, nor can life circumstances take it away. Regardless of what may be going on around me, if I have joy inside my life, I'm going to wake up feeling joyful and be joyful through most of the day. That doesn't mean that I don't react to things that are going on around me, because we all react based upon, whatever may be happening. But this joy keeps coming back up on the inside of me. It's kind of like if you took a beach ball and you blew it up and you try to hold it underwater in a swimming pool. You may be able to hold it down for a while, but eventually it's going to pop back up to the top. And that's what joy does. Joy pops back up to the top and reminds you of all the great things going on in your life and the good things you have, instead of letting you dwell on maybe what you've lost or the bad things. And so to me, that's the difference between happiness and joy. Some people say, well, I'm not very happy in life. I say, don't seek happiness, seek joy. I have found joy. It's found in Christ. He is the center of my joy. And what I found is that when you surrender your life and just sell out and say, that's it, no more of me, just all of Him. I don't want to live this life for me. I want to live this life for Him, because He deserves it. He's already paid the price for me. And I found that that's where my joy comes from surrendering and knowing that I'm His, that He's mine. Joy in knowing that I'm forgiven and my sins are forgotten. Joy in knowing that there's healing for my body and my spirit. Joy in knowing that I am free to serve Him, which sounds like a contradiction, but it's not. I'm free to serve Him. He kind of rescued me from the kingdom of darkness and brought me into the kingdom of His Son. And so I have a tremendous amount of joy inside me. Even though not everything in my life is going the way that I'd like it to, it'd be real easy for me to focus on what's wrong and feel bad, but instead I choose joy. I choose joy in the morning when I get up, and joy in the midst of all my struggles in the day, and joy when I'm home at night with my family. I choose joy. I choose to live in joy. I believe that as God's creations, we're programmed to live in joy. But we get out of our program, and some malware comes in and wipes us out with a virus of some kind, because we're not focused on who we need to be focused on. We focus on ourselves. We focus on problems and situations. But I think that if we focus on Jesus and we focus on others, and then we get to ourselves, then we'll have joy. J is for Jesus. O is for others. Y is for you. If I take care of Jesus's needs first, then others' needs next, and then my needs last, I will have J-O-Y. I'll have joy. That's the difference between joy and happiness. Joy is meant for you. I encourage you to take advantage of it and access it through faith in God. And this is just a little bit of sacred wisdom. I'll be coming at you with more in just a little bit. Thank you for listening.